Hope everybody's doing well this evening. Hi, Adonis. First person here, Summer Love. Exploring your options could lead to success around love. Slow and steady wins the race. I wouldn't dive into anything right now. You have new beginnings on the horizon, possibly with you could have a Libra, you could have an Aquarius, you may have a Cancer. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Alpha for tomorrow. For tomorrow, you've got life's moving forward towards greener pastures. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. A wish comes true. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, and cause for celebration comes in around having choices and options around social activity. Peach, general. You could have some money coming in and paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relief. The hard work you put into work, school, and business comes back and pays off. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and you may be spending time with a Libra. Alessandra, me, and Esteban. You've got slow and steady wins the race, but like stable. So it's like everything may be kind of well functioning, but like slow to move forward. Communication looks good. Spending time together looks good. It just may be like a little bit on the like slow and steady. Listen to your intuition. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful. And C, I'm applying for a lateral move at my company. Would they be open to hiring me for the next step up instead? I think they would. Yeah, I think you can make that happen. Hey, have a look go at the resort today. It should go well. Teamwork is favored. Cause for celebration comes in. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Pleasant. Should be a good time. Dee Dee for the rest of the day. You have money comes in, finances improve. Listen to your intuition. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. Maybe spending time with a Gemini. Aries Sun for the next 24. For the next 24, you've got life moves forward, slow and steady wins the race, but successfully. The world is at your feet. Maybe spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, or maybe a Libra. Life's moving forward and you're ready for it. You can have choices and options around social activity. Jamie and Brianna, Aries. Communications coming in or picking up, and you should be spending time together. I wouldn't rush anything or push anything. I would just kind of take it as it comes, but things look pretty good. Hi, Mel. Stephanie, General. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. A disappointment heals and moves into the past, and life moves forward. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You've got Growth, change, and transformation coming in around work, school, or business. Don't be afraid to take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You may be adding or investing time in like a side business or a side project that even if it's a little slow, it could be successful long term. Bacon and the Gemini's feelings towards me. You may find you to be somebody who is kind-hearted, compassionate, well-balanced, down-to-earth, kind-hearted, successful, overall a nice person. Pretty good. Tanya, general. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business and leads you to success and feeling relief around work, school, or business. You may be planning travel. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and you may be spending time with a Sagittarius. You're no longer holding yourself back. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Giddy Sadat, how will I feel about music production class that I'm taking 1 month from now? Will I feel overwhelmed or unsuccessful? I don't think so. I think it's going to be an interesting class. I think you're going to like it. MR, I made a comment about T to M, and I may have come on too strong. It wasn't anything bad, but I'm wondering if M could tell that maybe I was annoyed by T. Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it wasn't anything bad. They didn't take it bad, but I do think that they think that you're annoyed. They may even agree with you. Mary, finances. Finances look good. You have money coming in. You're paying your bills. There may be extra money coming in sometime between now and the end of the summer. Listen to your intuition. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan can make you feel relief. Life moves forward towards greener pastures. Adding a new stream of income at some point, maybe bringing in extra money, big picture. But that might not be immediately. Brenda, for tonight and tomorrow. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business, and you may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. You may be spending time with the Sagittarius, and you may get like good news around business. Talk with Lily, general. Feeling ambitious to be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Money's coming in. Cause for celebration comes in. You may be feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders and life begins to move forward. Oh, Leo Moon, that's excellent. Good for you. Congrats. Yvette, will I hear from Pisces AR about a meetup? I think you will, yes. MR, I hope M doesn't think I'm threatened or envious of T that I made that comment. What are M's thoughts about what I said? I don't think that they think that at all, no. And I think that they may agree to it, or they may have, whatever it was that you were saying, it may have been something that they've noticed themselves, even if not at that moment, at some point. They may feel, now they definitely don't think that you're the one that's threatened. They may think that the other person is threatened. But they may be feeling a little disappointed in the T person as well. Like they may feel like, they could have mixed feelings. Like they may feel like this person does this stuff right, or they're really good at this stuff, but maybe with like other things they're not so good, and I mean, look, we all have our strengths and our weaknesses, but the person that you made the comment to, I think, kind of agrees with you. I think that they agree with whatever it was that you said, and they may have been kind of getting the same vibe. Giddy Sadat, when will I change my job? Maybe in September. Yeah, it's kind of like around the corner. AC General for the rest of the week. You have growth, change, and transformation coming in and around social activity, or you may have choices and options around social activity, maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Old wounds heal and move into the past and new beginnings are on the horizon. The hard work you put into work, school, or business comes back to you and pays off. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it will serve you well, and you may be taking time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Ina, future with boyfriend, unsure about he sees the relationship. I need the person's name. Rimmel, general. Weight of the world slips off your shoulders when money comes in. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan may make you feel relief. You could have something like you're doing on like a whim, like something spontaneous and fun may come in between now and the end of the month. Somebody can make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Listen to your intuition and life begins to move forward. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Beautiful goddess, will my finances improve for me soon? Getting a new stream of income sometime between now and the end of the year can increase finances. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan, and life moves forward. Slow and steady wins the race. Yeah, there may be opportunity for a new job that comes in that could alleviate some financial stuff, like maybe sometime like August or September. Devin, do you see my trip going smoothly tomorrow? No pullovers by the cops. The trip looks smooth. I can't tell you you're not going to get pulled over. Like the cards can't tell you you're not going to get pulled over and then you drive 100 miles an hour. You know what I'm saying? But if you follow the law, you shouldn't get, you shouldn't. I don't see any trouble is what I'm saying. But, it's like when somebody says, am I going to lose weight? If the cards say, yeah, you're going to lose weight, they go out and eat a cheesecake. Well, I'm not going to get pulled over, right? Nope. And then you drive 100 miles an hour, you're going to get pulled over. You know what I mean? So just make sure that you're being cautious and you should be fine. TR, future with AA. I need a little more. What are we talking about? Who is this person? What are you looking for with them? M's thoughts about my performance lately. I think this person thinks pretty highly of you. They may find you to be strong, confident, independent, hardworking, and successful. You know how to get things done accurately and in time. Yeah, I mean, they seem to think that you're strong. Pretty good. Girly Sunday. I'm okay. I hope you are too. Current energies around love. Current energies around love. Negativity moves into the past and life begins to move forward. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo, and you've got romance heating up. Exploring your options, though, could lead you to a committed relationship. You also may have fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Listen to your intuition. Exploring your options leads to success. Energy's not bad at all. Giddy Sadet, will I hear back from the Kaiser job? Yes, I think you will. Maybe within the next couple of weeks. Leo Moon, general love. Well, you have a wish that comes true and you're not looking back on the past. If you're currently with someone, don't bring the past into the future. If you're not with anyone, it's probably going to be new energy that comes in. Could be a Leo or another fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. You've got happiness coming in around love moving forward. And moving forward like successfully and stable. Very good. Susie, love for this week. Love looks okay. You may have choices and options. Not looking back on the past, life is moving forward. Maybe spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news. And you may be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Maggie for the next 48. For the next 48, somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. You may be planning travel and you could be spending time with an earth sign, Taurus, Capricorn, Virgo. Luck changes for you for the better quickly. Maybe spending time with a Sagittarius. May also be spending time with a Leo. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Toka, Jay's next actions. There's probably going to be communication that comes in through text message within the week or so. Pretty quick communication comes in. MR, T's thoughts about my behavior today. Okay, may find you to be hardworking, successful, may think that you're like strong and confident and like to the point, like making the point or getting to the point or being direct and to the point. Yeah, I think that maybe respected, maybe they feel like you earned respect. I don't know necessarily from them, like, but they may feel like people respect you. Toka, love for the rest of the week. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready, and slow and steady wins the race. Eight of Wands is in reverse. Not much is changing this week. If you're currently with someone, it'll be an average week. If you're not with anyone, there's probably not all that much happening this week. Holly, how does Oscar feel about what I said in the text? Okay, it's like, I don't know what you said, but it's like he's almost, did he not answer? Because it's like almost like he disregarded it. Like, okay, like, didn't really have a strong reaction to it. Kind of like let it go. Like read it and then let it go. Pallavi, love. When it comes to love, you have growth, change, and transformation coming in and around having choices and options. You could have a Scorpio coming in. You may have fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Exploring your options around love can lead you to success. Not bad. Divine growth. I'm a little concerned about my job at the moment. I feel like I might be targeted. Do I need to start looking for another job? think so. I don't think so. Like the witch hunt. Were you here in last night's? I, we were talking about it last night. We used to call it at my old job the witch hunt, where like it would just be for some reason like one week everybody was trying to get one person in trouble, and then that would shift, and then that person wouldn't be the witch anymore, and then it would be somebody else. I don't think anybody is doing it to you, and if they are, I don't think anything is going to come of it. But on the other side of that, it's always a good idea to check on other jobs around from time to time just to see what's out there. But I don't think that you're in any great danger as of right now. Michelle, General. May hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Listen to your intuition and life moves forward. Paying off a bill of debt or a loan may make you feel relief. You have growth, change, and transformation coming in and around finances. Not bad, not bad. Tanya, love coming in. Choices and options coming in around love. Capricorn is still showing up here, but you also have Sagittarius coming in and Leo. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Explore your options around love and romance that could lead you to a committed relationship. Not bad. Holly, how does O feel about me? How does O feel about me? May find you to be strong and confident, genuinely a nice person, and somebody who he has respect for. May find you to have a nice personality, to be compassionate and sincere, a loyal friend. Cinnamon for the next 48. Cinnamon for the next 48. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Something may happen that makes you happy with the sun. Maybe spending time with the fire sign, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. And with the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities. Not bad. Ruchi, next in love. Disappointments heal and move into the past. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. You could have fire coming in, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries, but Sagittarius comes in the strongest. You also could have romance maybe heating up with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Anxiety eases and success comes in around a new journey. Holly, what does Spirit say about my situation I'm in? You want Spirit cards? If you want, I can give you Spirit cards, but I can't read a situation if I don't know what the situation is we're talking about with the tarot cards. Liz, for the next 24. If you recently had an argument or a disagreement with someone, it should move into the past. Slow and steady wins the race, but you have feeling better compensated, better respected around work, school, or business, and a little bit more grounded and stable around finances. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life moves forward. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Red, general advice on why Pisces is hanging around my energy. This person may be may not be ready to let go of things. Things may be a little out of balance between the two of you. One person may want something, and then the other person may not know what they want, or they may have one foot in and one foot out. If it's Pisces, that's one foot in, one foot out, that may be kind of why you might be feeling that they're still kind of around the picture. They're not ready to let go of it completely. I would say try to disconnect from it as much as you can if you want to move forward. Like, just try to push it away and focus somewhere else. Lucinda, general for July. Could have some money coming in, and you may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan. Walk away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anxiety eases and moves into the past. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You've got a new journey that begins. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Maybe spending time with an air sign, Libra, Aquarius, Gemini. Stacy for tomorrow. The hard work that you put into work, school, or business comes back and pays off. Maybe spending time with a water sign, Pisces, Scorpio, Cancer. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. You're no longer looking back on the past. Life is moving forward. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past. Lay down the laws, set boundaries. It'll serve you well. Life moves forward. Not bad. Holly, what does Spirit want me to know around my situation with Oscar? Disconnect from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Anything that's no longer working or functioning, or that's that kind of like a slowdown, leave it in the past. And anything that's unbalanced, leave it in the past. So if this is a situation that's not working, or you're trying to make something work and it's just not happening, it may be time to just kind of let go of it. Like release things that no longer serve you. I don't know. It depends what the situation is. But if it's something that's not functioning well, it may be time to just disconnect from it. Red, how will he feel when I leave? He's going to be disappointed. He's going to be disappointed. Yeah. Feel a little out of balance, a little disappointed. Stacy, finances for the rest of the week. Finances for the rest of the week. Finances are okay. You got money coming in. You're paying your bills. It's money's coming in, money's going out. You don't have $1 billion falling out of the sky, but you're doing okay. You'll be okay. D for the rest of the week. Something nice may happen around the home, moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. You may be thinking about going back to school or learning a new area of study. And you could be spending time with fire, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Hawaii for next week. You could have money coming in, or a new job or business opportunity coming in. Maybe spending time with the Sagittarius. Take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Listen to your intuition. You've got disappointments healing and moving into the past, and you may be spending time with an Aries. Bella, how did I do at my interview today? I think you did well. You showed as strong, confident, independent. You have a wish that comes true, and life is moving forward. Not bad. Job requires public speaking and writing. I hate both. Will I do well in the job? I think you will. Yeah, I think you will. You know, I think that the writing part, I don't know, if you hate writing, you may always hate writing, but public speaking, as soon as you start doing it, it's going to get so much easier. I used to feel so self-conscious with teaching yoga, so self-conscious. Like I felt like I was going to say all the wrong words and I was going to have a slip up, and you kind of get over it really fast. And even with this, like if you go back and look at my old videos, like I feel like I was so awkward, and now like I feel like if you were sitting here with me on the floor in my closet, like this is exactly how I would talk to you the way I'm talking here. Like you just get kind of comfortable with it, and even though you hate it, the more you do it, like you'll be fine. You'll be fine. The writing thing, I don't know. I feel like the writing thing could be somewhat of a drag, but I think this speaking thing, you do it a couple of times and it would be like you don't even think about it anymore. Susie, T the Capricorn and I for this week. Well, you've got communication coming in and you're probably going to see one another. You may do something like kind of on a whim with the Fool, like out of the clear blue sky or something out of the ordinary. Red, how my fourth be? May have choices and options around social activity. Listen to your intuition. Overall, it should be good. You like a lot of laughs, a good time. Pretty good. Pretty good. Red is Pisces dealing with other people. I don't think so. Adonis, I took a public speech class because it required for my study and I'm still a little bit bad at it. Most people skip over the class until last year. I wanted to get it out of the way. I get it. I get it. I mean, public speaking, I feel like if you just speak, like, it's fine. But the first class that I was given to teach was a Bikram class. And if you've ever taken Bikram yoga, it's always the same. It's like, it's this design sequence, and it's designed for a certain purpose, and there's a dialogue that goes with it. And the dialogue, I hate it. But anyway, I don't know it verbatim because I didn't have to learn it. We were in a Bikram studio, but we were a hot yoga studio that the owner, Natalie, was trained by Bikram, and that was her thing. And her and her husband were really Bikram people. And if you were coming to the studio for a Bikram class, I felt like I wasn't the teacher to come to because I wasn't certified Bikram. I wasn't going to give you the dialogue, but I could still teach the class, you know, because it gets kind of weird, you know, like you can't copyright yoga sequence, like where you can say, oh, what you can't do chair and then do warrior one because that's my sequence. Like you're not allowed, you can't do that. It's like anybody can do these, but it was a sequence that Bikram had been given by his teacher, and he taught it his way, and it went along with which I feel is so inauthentic. Like you're going to a yoga class to listen to somebody lean back, go back, more back. I mean, I hated it. But anyway, my point is, if you came to my class, you would know I wasn't trained by Bikram because my speech wasn't perfect dialogue and my class wasn't perfect Bikram. The sequence was. The sequence had to be, so if I made a mistake, you knew it was wrong. But if I was teaching a flow class, what's wrong? You don't know if I did something wrong. But anyway. Liz, general for tomorrow. Anxiety eases and moves into the past and life moves forward. New beginnings are on the horizon. Listen to your intuition. You may be spending time with a Libra, an Aries, or a Pisces. Success comes in around work, school, or business. XXX, love. Got a Libra around, you have fire around, Leo, Sagittarius, Aries. Old wounds heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. Old wounds heal and move into the past. Not bad. I would get on stage and freeze. Okay, so I was in acting when I was in college. On camera, TV was my major in the school that I'm into. Anyway. And I got to tell you that teaching yoga is much more stressful than being on stage. I'm going to tell you why. Especially on camera TV, that's not stressful because there's nobody there. Like we would be on screen and then the camera people, whatever they were studying, camera production, were the camera people and you didn't even see them. Like you would hear them talking to each other, but like that's not stressful. There's nobody there. But teach a fucking yoga class with 60 people in the room that are all taller than you. And you got to walk around with them next to you. At least on stage, you're on stage. They're over there. Here, it's like they were standing next to me. And I'm like, inhale your arms up. Exhale down. And like they're all expecting you to do this perfect because it's a designed sequence. Oh no, Adonis, that is so sad. Oh my god, I hate that story. I hate that. I hate that. You see, I'm a people pleaser. So I would get up there and want to cry, but I wouldn't be able to because I knew that I would know that somebody wouldn't want me to cry, so I wouldn't cry. I would hold it in like you would. That's terrible. That's fucking terrible. Lucky general for the holiday. For the weekend, you have time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. New beginnings on the horizon, and anxiety is easing and moving into the past. You may be paying off a bill of debt or a loan, and disappointment heals and moves into the past. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from. Not bad. Not bad. I try not to. Oh my God. Well, when you look back on everything, it's funny. Yeah, everything when you look back on it is funny, but but it's not. That's terrible for like a little kid. Like it's so different when you grow up and like you think of yourself when you were a little kid, like when you know little kids now, right? Like when I would see like my nephew and he would be like 3 or 4, and then I would think of myself when I was 3 or 4, and like it's like totally different now. You know, like I think it's like a 7 or 8 year old kid, they don't realize how like young and innocent they are. But when you get older and you look at them and you're like they're just a kid, you know. And then when they cry because they get upset about something, it's fucking heartbreaking. TT, what's coming towards me in the next 7 days? From now to next Wednesday, you've got growth, change, and transformation coming in around work, school, or business that could be bringing life back into balance. May have a little bit more money coming your way. You're walking away from people, places, and things that no longer serve you. Disappointment heals and moves into the past. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down, and success comes in. Not bad, not bad. Christine for tomorrow. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. And you could get good news also around like work, school, or business. A disappointment heals and moves into the past. Perseverance pays off around work, school, or business. And something nice may happen around the home. Moving homes, changing homes, upgrading your home. Feeling ambitious, you should be able to accomplish whatever you set your mind to. Is there anybody else here I haven't answered for yet? Jess, yesterday my brother had a nasty fight with me and I have trouble trusting him now. What do you see around the situation? Well, ultimately it's going to blow over. It's going to blow over. I mean, it's okay if you're feeling upset by it and you want to give it a little bit of space, but ultimately an argument or disappointment is healing and moving into the past. Although you could feel a little bit like you have a long road ahead of you, the disaster is over and moving into the past. And things should be going back to normal. Avery, you still awake? Can we try to go to sleep? Cosmic, I had a meeting with Jen My temp job is ending the end of July. She told me to apply later in July for future roles. It'll be posted, but I'll have to interview other candidates. How likely will I be to still get an offer there? It still looks like you got a 70% chance that you can get a position there. So let's see what happens. Ladybug, is the red Tahoe SUV on Facebook a good choice? They said it has to be gone by Friday. I'm not so sure. I'm only getting a 33% chance yes. If you could have a mechanic look at it, I would go and see if you can go tomorrow with a mechanic to look at it, get a professional's opinion. You know, anything that has to do with Facebook, it makes me nervous. But I know people sell shit there. I know. You ever see those memes that people do? Fucking hilarious. Where there's like, it's always like a man. And he's like in a random parking lot. Like one guy, he goes, I'm in a hotel. My wife sent me to a hotel with a toaster to sell it to a stranger for $4. I'm about to get killed. And you see the guy standing there with the toaster. I can't. I just don't trust anybody. Yeah, it's got to be gone by Friday. Why? Yeah, exactly. Like, what? Where's it got to go? It's been sitting there for 10 years. Got to be gone by Friday? Tiny, me and A, the Aries, next move or intentions. His intentions are to reach out, but he is slow. Death is in reverse. But you should hear from him. Like, his intentions are always like crosses his mind. Oh, yeah, I should give her a call. Yeah, I'm going to call her. But he's got to get to it already. Jesus. Tanya, me and Mike, Sagittarius, next move or intentions. You got communication coming from him quick, and then he's going to want to get together. You could be seeing him soon. Kurti, general for July. Anxiety eases and moves into the past, and life begins to move forward. You'll hear from somebody you've been hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. Somebody may make you an offer that would be hard to turn down. Life moves forward towards greener pastures, and you may have some money coming in, or finances may be improving. Yeah, since last year, remember when I was looking for cars last year? Facebook always sends me cars, and for some reason I always get old cars. I think because yeah, you know, it's like fucking, you like one thing and then everything comes up. Now it's like it inundates you with it, and I always find it so interesting. Like I wouldn't, I just don't trust, I don't trust Facebook. I know, it's just, it rubs me the wrong way. Keisha, what was the reason for Alorca work from home to turn me down and move on to other candidates? And they say they're going to let me know when another class starts. It looks like they already had. I don't know how it works. If they have so many people that they could take on, and then they filled it up, and you have to wait for the next thing. But I'm not 100% certain about this company. I would explore other options. There's indecision and instability around it. That may be another reason why they didn't want to take you on. They may not be so stable. I don't know. I don't really trust it. It looks like it's kind of like a shady production. Cosmic, I know 70% is, but I'm still nervous. Both director and CFO encouraged me to apply for the project coordinator role, and admin CFO was very adamant about the product and said that I'd been a great contribution to the company. Does that help with her, say, even with other internal candidates applying? I mean, I can't go by what somebody just says in passing. You know what I'm saying? My suggestion at this point, because they're kind of dicking you around a little bit, would be, I mean, to just explore your options. I mean, being hyper fixated on this company and getting stressed out over it is not really helping you get a full-time job. You know what I mean? Like, they're going to let you apply for other stuff. You can't control who else they're going to see or who else is going to come in. But I think that it may be a good idea to explore other options rather than, you know what I mean? Like wasting energy worried about whether or not they're going to hire you when there's nothing you could really do to secure that anyway. Like the best thing to do would be to try to find something else. That's what I would do at this point, only because it's not moving forward fast enough, and they're not promising you anything. You know what I mean? And I know that all these companies, I have no patience for it. With the 5,000 interviews and everybody that I got to interview, and I feel like it's such a waste of everybody's time, but I feel like this is becoming like, they keep pushing it down the line, which is fine because you still have a job. But if they told you today you have till the end of July, they want you to apply again. In the meantime, between now and then, I would see if you can find something else, just because like the worrying about it is not helping, and dissecting everything that everybody says is just not helping, you know? Okay, or something will come along. Something will come along. The temp agency will find you something. Like you could always go have the temp agency send you somewhere. I personally wouldn't like to have to live like that because I don't like a whole lot of being all over the place. But it would be in the meantime. You know what I'm saying? If you don't get into this place. TR, I need to know what is AA? What are you looking for? Like it's just too vague. Future with AA? That's not a question. I need something a little bit more. What are you looking for with this person? Where are you now? You know what I'm saying? Holly, general. Teamwork is favored around work, school, or business, and money's coming in. Lay down the law, set boundaries, it'll serve you well. If you're feeling undecided about something, don't make any decisions until you're ready. Listen to your intuition, and paying off a bill of debt or a loan may make you feel relief. Or putting money aside for something may make you feel relief. Rip Panty, general. You got choices and options that come in around like social activities. You may be spending time with a Taurus or a Cancer. Disappointments heal and move into the past, and life begins to move forward. You'll hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from, or get good news that you've been waiting on. And then you have take time for rest, relaxation, and self-care. Tiffany, how will my interview tomorrow go with the assistant director position? It'll go well. You've got feeling better compensated, better respected. You could have good news that comes in, or new ideas, and perseverance pays off. Stepping into your self-confidence, your independence, life moves forward. It should go well. Avery, you fall asleep? Oh, good. Her and the dog are sleeping next to each other. All about me in general. Lay down the law, set boundaries if you feel like someone is overstepping and life comes into balance. You may hear from somebody you're hoping to hear from or get good news that you've been waiting on. Paying off a bill, a debt, or a loan may make you feel relief. Maybe spending time with a Taurus or a Sagittarius. Perseverance around work, school, or business pays off and your luck is changing for you for the better quickly. Anybody else here have an answer for? TR, AA and me have been online dating for about 6 months. I'd like to know the future. Have you met in person, or this is just an online thing? I don't see all that much changing from the way things are. So you've got slow and steady wins the race. Communications coming in or picking up. Expressing your wants and needs around the situation may be helpful, but not much is changing. It looks like things could be a little bit out of balance. You haven't met in 6 months. Yeah, I don't see all that much changing. Now, if you want to meet, I would be direct about it. Have you at least FaceTime with this person? Things are a little stagnant. So it doesn't look like all that much is changing. You haven't even FaceTimed. So you are FaceTiming, you're actually seeing this person. Because what I'm saying is, like, it's not registering as something that's, like, to me, it's not registering as dating. It is what I'm saying. Like, you're not actually going out and dating. You're talking on the phone. But you're actually talking on the phone and seeing each other like FaceTime. Yeah, I don't see much changing. It's going to continue like this. Unless you, I mean, I don't know how close they are to you, like, physically. I don't know how long, like, when you guys are going to decide to meet. I don't see it here, is what I'm saying, you know? So I don't see all that much changing from the way things are right now. Girlie, was Dee being an ass to me today? Was it something that I said? I don't think that this person meant to be an ass to you. I think that there may have been, like, a miscommunication, or something wasn't taken. Something came out wrong, or was taken wrong. Yeah, I don't think they meant to be an asshole. Divine, my former classmates hate me. I can't answer for former classmates because not every one of your classmates is going to hate you. You know what I mean? Like, you can't answer for a group of people because everybody has a different opinion. So, no, your family, they don't hate you, but somebody could dislike you, but I can't answer for everybody. Mel, updated love reading. Got happiness coming in around love. Leave people, places, and things in the past that no longer serve you. You could have an Aquarius around. You could have a new journey that begins with a Leo. Old wounds are healing and moving into the past, and life is moving forward. You also may have Sagittarius coming in. And if things have been slow lately, that energy could turn around, and all of a sudden things may start to move forward quicker. Adonis says, be looking for anything from me at this time. The accident call made me rethink and suspect why I'm not blocked right now. Well, I'm telling you that butt dial thing was like thrilling. Like that was a really good thing. You know, like you know that feeling. The feeling when you think like you're not going to hear from somebody and then like the phone rings and it's actually them. That's what it was like. You know, it's like the last person that you would think is going to reach out, and then they reached out. Even if they didn't make contact, and even that, like the not making contact kind of makes it even more exciting because it was like, oh, I wonder what they wanted, you know? I do think that they love that. They may never admit it, but they loved it. And I do think that they want to see more communication coming in. I think that they want to spend more time together. I do think that they kind of look at this situation as if it is already committed, like you both are kind of in the same place with each other. And I don't know that they like to admit it because that makes them feel vulnerable, but I do think that they would like to be in a relationship. Sarah, do you see A the Pisces reaching out to me in the near future, and if so, when? I don't as of right now. It looks like the situation is kind of stagnant. Is there anybody here I haven't answered for yet? Then I am going to wrap it up. And I'll see you guys tomorrow. You like my wigs? They're getting so old and ratty. I really should throw them out and see if Amazon has any better ones because it's getting really crappy. But thank you. All right, I'll see you guys later. Thank you all very... Oh, wait a minute. Wait, there's one more for Divine. It was... Hang on. Will I go on a date soon? You may go on a date sometime this summer. With the Magician, you have the ability to manifest new opportunities, and it could be with a Scorpio. All right, guys, have a nice evening. Thank you all very much for being here. Bye-bye.